Before this video begins, everything is an allegation or an opinion unless it's been proven in a court of law by a jury of their peers, or they've admitted to it themselves on their social media. Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, some of the clips are from the Internet Anarchist's video on this degenerate, just because I was struggling to get a hold of it myself. So, I'm sure everyone in this call knows who Sniperwolf is.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, if you don't know, audience at home, Sniperwolf was one of the sort of early big YouTubers. She was well known for her Call of Duty gameplay and luring in her army of degenerate fanboys. However, after years of being one of the big sort of quote-unquote gamer girls of YouTube, it would be revealed as one elaborate ruse. So from early in her career, she had been clashing with others. This sort of history of starting beef with other people has been going on for years. Stop dying in my recordings. From early in her career, Sniperwolf had been clashing with others, and her first controversy was when she accused another creator of faking her content, which is sort of this delightful hypocrisy that we can look at. Knowing this now, it's delightfully entertaining to watch that video. She also ghosted a dying child, so she's fucking lovely. So,
I did not know about that.
Yeah, no, there was a child dying of cancer. I don't know what the type of cancer was. I couldn't find it. But this child's sort of make-a-wish was, I want to hang out with Sniperwolf. And Adam22, we all know him as the man who likes to watch his wife get fucked, was trying to organize this. And it took Keemstar, calling her out on Twitter.
I am so disgusted and appalled and heated right now. All right, we're talking about Sniperwolf. She's been in this community for a long time. She used to be a Call of Duty YouTuber. We've known her for a decade. She's always been a piece of shit, all right? But over the last couple years, she grew an empire on YouTube, being a reaction channel. And a lot of kids like her and look up to her and fans of her. Adam22 from the No Jumper podcast hit me up a couple days ago, about a week ago, saying, hey, can you get me in contact with Sniperwolf? There's this girl, she's 10 years old, she's dying of cancer. Her dream and her wish is to meet Sniperwolf. And I told Adam22 right out, Leah, aka Sexy Sniper, aka Sniperwolf, is a piece of shit. Good luck with that. Anyhow, Adam, trying to make this 10-year-old's dreams come true, gets a hold of Sexy Sniperwolf, or Sniperwolf, and she agrees to talk to the kid dying of cancer. She set it up with her mom. I got the text conversations. So they have a date to do it, right? Sniperwolf blows it off. Completely blows it off. She's posted on Instagram that she's out to dinner, all right? She's out partying and living it up. And this 10-year-old is literally dying right now. Surrounded by friends and family. Dying right now. Sniperwolf just blew this entire thing. She had a scheduled time to FaceTime her, and she just didn't do it. So Adam22 hits me up and he's like, Keem, you're right. She's a piece of shit. The kid's dying right now. I don't know what to do. I just saw the goddamn text messages between Sniperwolf and the mom making a date of when to do this and a time when to do this, and she just blew it off. You have to be a certain piece of shit to fucking do this. You are such a fucking scumbag. If you see this at all, make the FaceTime call right now, because the kid is literally dying right now, you piece of shit.
It's wild.
Wow.
Keemstar is slowly becoming the hero of this recording session. I never thought I'd say that. The Keemstar's doing...
There goes my hero.
Watch him as he knows. I hope someone...
I knew she was a piece of shit, but I did not know about this part of her life, being a piece of shit.
Can someone give me a quick rundown, because I can't watch the video?
So, basically, child dying of cancer, right? Her make-a-wish was, I want to meet Sniperwolf. Sniperwolf had talked to the mum. There was a set time. She was going to FaceTime the kid, be like, wait, you're dying, but it's not all that bad or whatever. And then blew it off to go to dinner with someone else.
Fuck.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, Sniperwolf has this history, right? And it's she's very much used her looks to allure to like a degenerate male audience, right? There was this video of a cam girl doing what cam girls do. I can't put any of the clips from that in this video. But
I would assume not.
Oh yeah, I mean the video's not that bad. You know, I had to check it out research purposes.
Right.
Of course.
Huh?
Of course.
Yeah. It's research.
Yes.
It's research.
I heard a smirk in research.
Shut up. But she ended up using this as clickbait for one of her videos. And she got this massive backlash because people were just accusing her of like advertising pornography to children, knowing that she has a younger audience. So she's got this history of sort of trying to sell sex. I mean, I'm pretty sure her name stands for Sexy Sniperwolf.
Yeah.
Right.
But despite all these things in her past, right, what really was her downfall was her clash with Jax Films. So for those of you at home who don't know who Jax Films is, he's a YouTuber with nearly 5 million subscribers at the time of writing this script, right? He's doing the good work, right? I hope he hits the 5 mil. And he seemingly isn't a fan of reaction channels, right? His argument is it's lazy, it's unoriginal, and I can see the argument there. Just like how the argument can be made that this is unoriginal, right? But a nice, easy video every now and then isn't that bad, right? So, I do COD campaign playthroughs, right? I can't argue the point. But after this, he would reword a quote from Sssniperwolf, where she had said on Twitter, 90% of what I upload are my ideas. People copy me, and then people like you get confused. Where Jax Films reworded it, I see that it's a fair way to interpret this message. I invented reacting to other people's TikToks. Everyone else is copying me.
I think I did remember hearing that.
I have to input here. It was actually shown that she faked a lot of her reaction content by quite literally just pre-recording a bunch of things, like her going like, "Oh, no way," and then just like putting a compilation over it.
Now, Sssniperwolf does have a history of faking content, and there's a good bit about that.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
She would respond to this with a bunch of tweets that would make together one statement. Why I can't stand that a female YouTuber is getting more views than me, even though I make the same content. Girl, life is hard. For context, Jax Films made another channel where he copied my content for a few months, thinking it would blow up and get millions of views. It didn't. Now he's mad. Also, I hate bringing gender into this, but no one ever attacks the male reacts channels. This blew up in her face. Because even idiots like me could see the point Jax Films was trying to make. And a lot of people were very critical about her bringing gender into this, because some of the most sort of discussed reaction channels, or the ones that have the most criticisms, are channels like Jinx, Blasphemous HD, and XQC. They very much get the forefront of the criticism. And when she hid behind sort of gender in this debate that was going on, that sort of made people realize she knows she's wrong. Now, while she was going on this sort of crusade against Jax Films, there was like another shadow that was creeping up behind her. And he is now one of my favorite YouTubers. He's delightful. It's Madcaster. Now, he sort of knows his lore, and he sort of digs around YouTubers to find what lawsuits they're going through and keeping quiet about. And he found the lawsuit that Sssniperwolf was leaving her now ex-partner Sausage. And in the lawsuit, it was revealed that Sssniperwolf hadn't been the one to play the video games that had made her, a profitable YouTuber in the first place. Her partner Sausage would play the games, prepare the scripts for her to read as she pretended to play the games. They had sort of entered into this like oral 50-50 agreement, and the state they live in, sort of verbal contracts do exist if you can prove it. Now, when they split, she had tried to take everything, all the channels, all the monetization, everything, because Sausage was a background player and everything. In the public's eye, he didn't really have much of a claim. So she tried to just take everything, sneak away, and continue her facade. And as this facade was trying to fall around her. She basically took everything and blamed it on Jack's films.
The thing is though, like Sasha is playing like akin to like a managerial role.
Yeah. He had basically done like half the work. Not even half the work, more than half the work. She was just the face of the channel.
Yeah, quite. She was the face and the voice. Everything else was, well, appearing to be sausage.
Yeah, exactly. In a lot. So as everything is going on around her, right, in this big last-ditch effort to regain some, I think, to regain some like control. Like everyone was calling her out. Everything was crumbling around her. She had to have this like last stand. She broke like one of the golden rules of content creation. She went on and doxed Jack's films. She had posted on her story that she was like 5 minutes away from Jack's doing a like a shoot of some kind. And then later on, she had posted a video of his front door. Now, let's face it.
I do remember that doxing, yeah.
Yeah. Let's face it, internet pseudo detectives would have found his house very fucking quickly, right? And it's not like
the thing is that as you're probably about to say, it's not like it was like to a small following. She has literally, I think, like millions of like Instagram followers.
It was 5.5 million followers at the time.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. Jack was live at the time, so when this happened, his friends that he was live with and viewers quickly like informed him of what had happened, and she had taken this dox down quite quickly. But obviously, it's backed up on the internet. When you post something,
Right.
it's never gone forever.
Exactly.
After everything happened, Jack would release a video statement urging YouTube to deplatform Sssniperwolf, hoping this would discourage others from doing dangerous things like this. Because Jack has a wife and kids.
Right.
So doxing a man in his position is incredibly dangerous.
I've been critical of her content, but that does not equate to harassment. What is harassment is coming to our home, sharing it for millions to see, and taunting me to come out. YouTube needs to take swift action and ban her from the platform ASAP. And the same goes for Instagram. Speaking of, Sssniperwolf is already making light of the situation, as if stalking someone is a quirky thing to do. No one should feel unsafe in their own home. And thanks to Sssniperwolf, my wife and I now do. So YouTube, please do the right thing and get her off the platform. Anyone who weaponizes their fan base like she did does not deserve a space here.
When YouTube didn't deplatform her, many people agreed that if YouTube continued to not act on manners such as these, it would reinforce a concerning pattern that people have noticed with online behavior, and that there's this young generation, especially with IRL streamers like Jack Doherty and Neon, who think, or seemingly think, there are no consequences to their actions. In the end, YouTube's only punishment for Sssniperwolf would be a temporary suspension of monetization on her main channel, not her other channels, as to which she would stop posting on main and start completely posting on these other channels. So, fundamentally, she could keep earning money immediately after doxing Jack's films. To many, this was a failure on YouTube's part, especially given that they were tweeting about Sssniperwolf in a promotative sort of manner at the time. The question is, where do you guys think she belongs on the list?
I'm thinking it has to be
At least an A, I would say.
Yeah, I would say it has to be above the Paul brothers. I'd say it's probably somewhere between A and maybe like the lower half of S.
I'm thinking it's actually
just before James Charles, maybe.
I'm thinking it's below. I'm thinking yes, A, but like the arse end of A, because no one physically was hurt and children weren't groomed.
Yeah, my only issue is like obviously, yeah, that is the thing, but also it's the fact that it's breaching the privacy of another creator.
Yeah,
and obviously, I guess, yeah, not technically, it is not noncery. for a change, which is a surprise for controversial YouTubers.
Yeah.
But I do definitely still think it is but it has to be in some form of A tier.
Yeah, and with the potential lives being at risk.
Yeah.
Because of what she did.
Because Daddy05 basically traumatized his kids for life. James Charles chatted up kids. And she's in prison for beating her kids, basically.
Yeah, so I think probably the ass end of it, like you were saying.
Yeah. I actually think maybe above Daddy05. Because he never beat his kids physically. Granted, he did a lot of emotional damage to them. Just like she did to probably Jack's films.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like the possibilities of what could happen in consequence of doxing. Such as obviously the fact that obviously I know XQC, which was mentioned before, is like has some controversies around the reaction content. But there has been multiple times where he has had to just up and leave his current residence to and sell it just because he's been doxed or swatted.
Yeah.
Or hell, in the case of Dr. Disrespect, he has had his house shot at before.
Yeah. All it takes is for
inside.
one like lunatic who's like, Sniperwolf is single. This is my chance.
Yeah.
Which, let's face it, she probably has some lunatic fans like that.
I feel like anyone over 1 million has to.
Yeah. Hell, I've got a lunatic who sent me a dick pic once.
I've been there.
You secretly enjoyed it.
No, okay, granted, I appreciated the attempted show of affection.
Appreciate the sentiment.
I appreciate the sentiment. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't send dick pics to strangers.
Like for dick pic.
Don't like for a dick pic.
Like,
I'll see you in the next video.
Not dick pic. Like for not dick pic.